to the build because Captain Lightning went for a lot of tech really early, which meant he didn't have a lot of defense.
I like being a semi-admin to this.
So that's actually a really interesting game that Captain Lightning lost at, because I'd say that he's the favorite in this match.
Yeah, that's what I was getting from a lot of people, was that Captain Lightning is going to be the favorite to win this.
Absolutely. The Zerg here is a diamond player who's always a very consistent, solid sort of top diamond player, but he hasn't played a lot of Heart of the Swarm yet. Captain Lightning has played a lot of Heart of the Swarm. He's highly ranked in Masters. So he's very familiar with this game.
Right. And so we're going to go right into match number 2 on... Sorry. This is going to be on Clan Kingdom LE. This is a map that's been around since Wings, I believe. And it's actually one of my favorite.
It's a great map. It's probably one of the best maps we've seen so far in StarCraft 2. Has a lot of different paths that especially the Zerg player can utilize to go and utilize their mobility. It has a third base that is fairly, I'd say, easy to defend for most people, but it also has that back path that allows for a lot of aggression coming around the other side. So it's a really good map, very balanced at this point. It's like a lot of people have a lot of really cool strategies on this map.
So for our introductions, in the top right corner of the map, in the pink trunks, playing Terran is Captain Lightning.
And in the bottom left, in the light blue trunks, playing Zerg is Akia.
Which no one pronounces the same way twice.
Nobody does. That is one thing I've noticed when Akia is in the thing. Nobody ever pronounces it twice, because I don't think anybody actually knows the proper pronunciation.
No, I lived with this. I lived with this Zerg player. I still don't know how to say his name. It's fine. It's something.
Fine. It's a good name.
Even some pro players can't even say it.
My name people can say, they just can't spell it, so that's fine.
Who won the first game?
The Zerg.
Did he mass roach again?
No, he did a Baneling bus.
Baneling bus and ran into it, yeah.
Yep. So Captain
It
Lightning
also
did a kind
helped
of
if
risky
the
opening.
game was actually on the screen.
That's actually very useful. Though
typically
nothing's
helps.
happening here. This is totally ridiculously standard.
Right.
I think the Zerg player is going to be going for a very econ-heavy build because we don't see a pool yet, and he's already at 15 supply. So this is likely going to be a hatch first, and there's the drone going down. So this is going to be a hatch first 2-base opening, and he's probably going to actually transition fairly quickly into 3-base.
Yeah, there it goes. And the hatchery's
There's
down.
second base.
Barracks coming up for Captain Lightning. Almost.
Yeah, no gas on this, which means he's also he's probably going for a 1 barracks expand build. Unless he's crazy and just builds a bunch of barracks, Space Guy style. TLO 6 racks build, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's not a very cheesy player. So
Spawning
this is
pool
going to
finally
be
goes
a 1 racks expand. I'm 99% sure.
Right.
Especially on this map. This map has a nice little not really a choke, but a very confined space to enter the natural expansion. So it's fairly easy to defend, especially if you get something like a bunker in the middle or a siege tank, or both.
Now I've been told a couple of good ways to deal with at least this opening is a couple of mines in a bunker. Would you suggest that, or
that would almost be overkill. Something but it's totally viable. If you put a couple of Widow Mines there and bunker, it's probably more than safe. I would prefer to put the bunker there and maybe the Widow Mines a little bit further back to protect the mineral line in case of a run by.
first gas comes up for Aquila?
Yep. He's probably going to be going for either an Evo Chamber or a Baneling nest pretty quickly. And just getting 2 queens. If we go to the production tab, he's getting 2 queens right now.
Yep. Second command center also coming down.
Might go for a 3rd queen really quickly after that and try to spread creep.
Right.
Not sure.
As we know, bunker coming down for Captain Lightning.
Yep, and that's...
Where is that, though?
I'm actually... Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's
right in the
right-
middle.
right below the
So
ramp.
that's a really good
Right
position. So
right.
he's not worrying about the space in the front.
Right.
That is actually going to cover most of the mineral line, the entire command center from Zerglings,
Right.
and that refinery on the right. So that's really good because when you're going against a Zerg player, this would be an awful place to put this bunker if you're going against a Protoss player because the Stalkers can attack that command center all day long.
Is right about here. And
But that's really good because even late game, that bunker will help to protect against Zergling on buys.
right.
So And
So
it
Mutas
can
from-
find space for Zergling movement if
Yeah,
they want to
okay.
run into the main base or
I don't
something.
know. Can you get? Would you be able to get a full surround on that bunker or no? Factory coming down
Not
as well.
a full surround, but you could mostly surround it. It's a very difficult space to get movement in, though,
It
because you can
looks-
only fit one Zergling in either
Destroying the rocks right there
So.
in front.
side. Yeah. A lot of players destroyed the rocks not because they want to build anything there, but because it's so easy to accidentally target those rocks. And
Makes sense.
It's something that's really annoying, and a lot of players are really up in arms about it. But second gas actually coming down. That's we're probably going to see a Lara very soon. There's that third queen. Actually, 4 queens, I think.
Look at the unit tab. Yeah, 4 queens.
4 queens is a lot. That means he's going to be taking a third base, and he's also going to be teching. So he
Yeah.
might go Muta here. I'm not entirely sure about that. No Lair yet started, but he also has no other tech down. So he might go for the third base before the Lair, but I'm not 100% sure. This is a weird build.
So yeah, it looks like fair. Ooh, Hellions coming out.
Yep.
So
This is a standard reactor Hellion after one Rax expand
as I
opening.
say, I was
He's-
seeing that reactor again. I was
Yeah.
going, okay, we're gonna see Widow Mines.
That's reactor's going to stay on there. I'm not sure that might be a third. Yeah, that's the fast
Third
third
base.
command center. And
And then
then
the
that
starport's
starport's
as
going to
well.
swap over to get that additional reactor. He's
Hellions
just
are getting a little
probably gonna
closer.
pump out maybe a Viking or two and then medevacs.
Right. Get a little
Viking
bit
will
of
just
that
be
air
to clear
cover, yeah.
overlords and to do a little bit of scouting.
Third base coming down for both players.
Yeah, I think that
I
command
think-
center from the Terran player is going to stay in his main base for a while to give him some extra
Layer
SCV
coming up,
production.
so we might be
Yeah.
seeing those mutas, like you said.
Yeah, like I said, he went for that third base slightly before the lair, which was a sign because of the 4 queens.
Right.
So I think it is going to probably be a either Muta or Infestor transition. Hellion's going to scout that third
yeah.
base.
I see that third
He's
base.
probably going to send a couple queens over there, or just a queen to deal with those
A
Hellions.
couple of Zerglings pop, but that might not do a lot. No,
Yeah, he doesn't
actually-
want to really send those Zerglings over there because the Zerglings will be taken out. He just
Yeah,
wants,
so he's
so
not-
he might get that. No, he's not going to get that creep tumor, which is really good.
Oh, almost got the Hellion there.
Yeah, that would have been really poor if the
Engineering bay and a
supply drop going down on that supply depot missed a little bit there. I'm surprised to see that command center not being turned. Oh, there he goes. Now it's being turned into an orbital command.
Yep.
So that orbital command is going to just be for extra SCV production, extra mules, until he feels safe
oh,
enough
there's
to
the
take
Widow
his
Mine.
third base.
Ooh, Widow Mine drop coming.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason not to Widow Mine drop
Yeah.
at this point in the heart of the swarm.
Rocheworn coming down for Aquila.
And I have a feeling it's going to be very successful because the Zerg player has not played a whole lot of Heart of the Swarm yet. So, and he doesn't know it's coming, and he doesn't have any sort of detection yet. He does have the 2 Evo chambers, so he can make Spore Crawlers. Actually, you don't even require that for Spore Crawlers anymore. Actually, Spider Sense is tingling.
2
He
more
has
Spine Crawlers coming down for the
Those might
second
actually
tier.
just be more for the Hellions than for the Widow Mines.
And then a Hydra then coming as well. With
That's
that.
actually a good transition. The Hydralisks are very good in Heart of the Storm. They have that speed upgrade, which is really nice.
The barracks, yeah, 3 more barracks.
Here they go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're in the main base.
Yeah. That's
They're right in the mineral line too.
Yeah, that's a big
Oh.
hit. How many kills? That Widow Mine has 4 kills, so that Widow Mine got a few
4,
drones.
That one has 4.
you know
One
how
of them
many-
did not get planted
First
though.
controller. You got this. Casting tips. 11 workers killed.
11 workers killed. 4 captain. 14 units
think-
killed.
I think the Zerg player still has a worker advantage because that third base means he pumped out a lot of drones.
And he also has an active third base. Captain
He's
might
pretty
not
much
have to put
saturated
down
on 3 bases.
Here they go.
Vikings.
There's that Viking I was talking about.
Yeah.
I believe he probably already took out an Overlord with that. Probably the one that was most
Oh,
likely.
Overseer coming in here. The Queens
Yeah.
are gonna try and take them.
He's gonna get those Widow Mines out before they're cooled down. Actually, I think
Little call of
they
OP.
fired again. If you check the workers lost again, I bet it'll be more than 11.
They did.
Yeah.
They
14.
got 3
Yeah.
more workers with that last volley before they were taken out. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like you said, I had actually looked at them again and it did show.
It's actually interesting to not see Spire and to instead see Hydralisks. I feel like Spire would have been a better transition a little bit in this position because he would have been a little bit better able to deal with the
a little bit of foreshadowing to the Hellbats there.
he would have been a little bit better able to deal with those medevacs, but at the same time, medevac speed boost means that they're very good at escaping those mules, and Widow Mines are also very good at dealing with mules. But we do see
We see Aquila
There's
responding with
gonna
a
be-
lot of roaches right
there's
now.
gonna be a big roach push.
Alright, oh.
That's gonna
Oh.
be.
They're there.
About 16 roaches just spawned, 6 more on their way.
I think he actually is a little bit worried after losing those workers.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure about that. He might be pushing, but at the same time, we see him taking a 4th base, so this isn't any kind of all-in or anything.
And we're seeing a lot of upgrades coming from
Oh, yeah. He's-
Lakila too, just to try and get that. Not a lot of units with that.
He's going to be getting for those ranged upgrades. Going to be 2/2 on those roaches and Hydralis, which is going to be really
11
good.
Hydralis is going to pop with this group.
Can you check
So
to see have
16
burrow research
roaches,
done yet?
6 hydras, 12
That's,
zerglings
that's
right now.
kind of important thing. Just click a hatchery,
Oh,
and then we'll be able to tell. He did not yet research burrow,
no,
so
Burrow's still not researched, so the
those roaches are going to be somewhat limited in practicality, but it,
3
here we
overseers
go.
just, scan down there.
This
Marines
is-
and Medivacs coming in, a lot of
Right.
squishy units.
Captain
against
Lightning
that.
forced to cancel on that 4th base, but I don't think he's going to be able to do any
Viking
real
coming this
additional
way.
damage with this push. It's just a nice pressure attack, and he'll also clear up a lot of the screen.
Yeah, he's
in
got to
front
try
of
and
the
clean up
base.
a lot of screen, try to prevent movement. 3rd base is now down for
Yeah.
Captain Lightning as well.
However
There's the
long, however long Captain Lightning
Oh,
continues this
oh,
attack,
oh,
he'll be much safer to take that 3rd base.
and getting the
Captain Lightning
Medivacs out
giving
of
up
there,
those
just
Marines to get away.
nice
Did you check? Did you
cleanup.
load up those Mavacs? Do those Mavacs have a bunch of units in them?
Do they
No.
have any units?
They
No
have none.
units.
Did not lift up any units, so that's actually really bad.
He got those units
Oh,
out,
and
and
he
now
found
he's just
them.
leaving them.
That 3rd base is
Hydras.
almost certainly going to be forced to lift.
Right.
As long as the Zerg player pushes here, which I think is going to
We got
happen.
10
And we
more
do-
roaches
yeah,
being
he's
produced.
absolutely pushing here. He's not retaken that 4th
What am I-
base.
Do we have any? Ooh, 2 Hellbats out.
Those Hellbats
Oh,
are
he
gonna
took
do
out one of those Medivacs
almost
that
nothing.
was
Those
carrying
Hellbats are gonna
2
be
Hellbats, I think.
Yeah,
practically
Viking
useless.
down. Now here comes the engage on
David
the
did
base.
manage to get up the ramp before Captain Lightning was totally in position, so he does have a pretty good attack angle. Then again, Captain Lightning does still have the high ground advantage, but he is going to be cleared up by these Hydralis with their insane DPS.
Right.
So, as I said, this 3rd base is forfeit.
Although these Marines aren't gonna go down not or easy just because of all those Medivacs.
The Marauders are doing a lot of work because
Yeah.
of their very tough armor.
They're
But
all
I
gonna
think
go
this
down.
is
Oh,
GG.
there goes the Medivacs.
I think this is
These
GG.
two
I don't
Medivacs
think
down.
there's anything that
There's the lift
can be
off.
done
Right.
here.
There's the lift. But
couple
is he
Widow
gonna
Mines.
get
It's
out
on
of there before
fire.
the
No, I think that command center is absolutely
The
not
orbital
wrong.
and it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, this is GG. There's nothing he can do about this unless he gets some
wall
amazing
of-
Widow Mine hits.
just
The wall
with
of
the roaches
Zerg.
and the Hydras. The Queen's just trying to keep up in the background.
This very Wings of Liberty style, I don't think Captain Lightning was prepared for it. He's been playing so much Heart of the
Right.
Swarm that this sort of Roach Hydra push was not something he was super prepared for.
Right, and these Hydras and Roaches are just gonna clean up this second base here, just moving more and more Roaches in.
Yeah, this is absolutely...
This is
This is it.
That's his
definitely
game.
gonna be game here. GG.
So that was
And
really
of course, it's
interesting.
my computer slowing down the game. But
Come on, bro.
It's not as bad. It hasn't caused any complaints from the players yet.
Both players opened with really greedy economical openings, but the
all
Zerg
the
player
Marines
just
have
got
this-
the economic advantage a little bit more. Not the mana mules.
Till the end, pumping
Yeah.
out the mules on the second base.
Gotta
Well,
make
it's
sure
kind of
you
a
can
do or
get that
die game
extra
for him.
Marine
I
out
mean,
as
he's
well
got
if you
to
can.
fight to the end.
The thing is, this line of Marines, these Roaches can't get a concave on that.
I
so-
can't wait to see any sort of
No.
BM that comes
No,
out from the
no.
Zerg player. There's a good chance it's gonna happen. Even if he cleans up these roaches, there's
Right.
just too much damage. Captain Lightning's get 28 supply.
Thing is, we're seeing a consistent stream of just more Roaches.
There it is.
There's the
GG from
GG.
Captain Lightning as the second wave and as the next wave comes in. So I believe that's
That's it.
that's it.
Akila
As
moves
this-
on.
Akila moves on to the round of 4 semifinals.
Maybe.
The
Check the brackets.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the brackets before I call anything.
yeah, that would be
That is the
semifinals.
semifinals.